Right, good morning, welcome back. Now, as you might know, this is Penny's 1200 Triumph Bobber, and she said there is a little thing she'd like me to have a look at and see if we can make an improvement on. And that is the amount of lean angle you get on the side stand. It's a 250 kilo bike, quarter of a ton, and that's quite heavy when it's leaning over a bit too far, especially on a negative camber road because it's even further. So if I push it upright, you'll see what I mean. We find a balance point, which is about there. That's now balanced. So if we then come over to what would be a comfortable balance point on the side stand, it would be around there. That will feel nice. That's pushing quite hard against me, and that would stay nicely and comfortably on its stand. But look where it actually rests on its stand. All that much way further. Don't seem much perhaps, but it is when you have to pick it up, especially on a negative camber. So there's a very simple remedy to that, and that is to use a little spacer puck. Chuck it under the stand, the sort that you normally put on soft ground, but a thicker one that does the job. But invariably, to make it manual like that, having to keep putting it under the stand, you're going to forget it and ride off without it, and of course it's a bit precarious trying to reach down and pick it up when you come to ride away. Easier if it's a permanent problem to make it a permanent solution. I'm going to make a small metal puck and bolt it permanently to the stand. Let's go. Right, I think we'll use billet aluminium for this. It's the right materials, nice and light and nice and solid. I've got a plate of 9mm, it's an odd width, and that's 18mm. So we'll just plant a piece of this under the stand and feel it and see which one's the right thickness, and we can chop the spacer out of that, whichever one's right. Right, try the thin piece first. I don't feel a lot different, to be honest. Try the thick bit. Oh, that makes a big difference. That is lovely and easy to pick up now. There's your balance point. And there, that's nice. Nice and safe. I reckon that's it. Right, first thing I notice is the side stand is aluminium and it's cast. It's got these casting flash lines on it. It don't weigh anything. I've got to know what it actually does weigh. Let's get the old scale. In old money, gently put it in there. 15 ounces, that's crazy. How light is that? 15 ounces, aluminium, and that holds a quarter of a ton of bike up. Wow. Anyway, next thing, I've got to drill a hole through the bottom of the foot of the stand, but not all the way out the top. I don't want the bolt sticking out the top, that would just look horrible. It needs to go in just enough to give me about at least 10mm of thread so I can bolt the actual puck onto the bottom nice and securely. And at the thickest point in the center, that foot is 16mm thick, so I reckon I can get a 14mm hole in there, which I can then tap, ready to put the puck on the bottom. by exactly 15 mil and not broken through the top. Now, let's put thread in it. Right, there we are. We're going to use an 8mm stainless steel Allen bolt, and that's a 30mm bolt. That's just what I've got in stock. We're going to bolt this piece of flat stock onto there, and the bolt needs to sink into the block, obviously not protrude downwards, so we need to counterbore the hole when we drill the hole in this so that the head of that can sink down inside. So looking at that, the head sticking out by half its thickness, so I need to shorten the bolt by its entire thickness so that head sinks about 3mm inside the block, out of harm's way. Perfect. Well, there we are. A simple little task and only time consuming because I wanted a really nice finish, but the results are perfect. That is happy. You can pick it up dead easy now. None of that hauling to push it up, and it still leans over more than enough to be completely safe. Absolutely job done. I'll see you next time.